Hello, my darlings. How are you doing? Welcome. Yeah, here we are, week 6. Bum bum bum. So this is the last week in this series before we move on to different, more exciting things. Now, it's important that I stress to you that I'm still very interested in going along this journey with you. If this piece is something that you're interested in, keep working on it in your time. Keep sending me stuff. I I'm quite happy to once a week spend a little bit of time with you guys on what you've got to shape and give direction, and then give some notes in terms of how to go further. One last push with this. Actually, make sure you have a bit of pen and paper as well. Let me get this admin done quickly. He says, looking for his notebook. Okay, while I was looking, you've gotten your pen and paper. So, here it is. As you saw in the schedule for the week, I am requiring from you a 30-second to 1 minute best of. Now, you could do it, you could really start to go wild here. I want you to play. Either get one of those editing apps and you can like cut together like a highlight reel of what you've been doing. And or you could shoot something the same way you've been sending to me up until now, but literally give me that 30-second to 1 minute video. I want it to be something that you're really proud of, something that you're happy to share. Then you've been asking me about how you're going to be marked this term or based on this series. And for me, it's complicated, and I'm trying to make it as useful to me and to you as is possible. So my assessment will comprise of 4 parts. One part, a submission of this 30-second to 1 minute video, right? The other 3 parts have to do with a writing assignment I want you to do. I want your task is, the writing is about. Got your pen and paper? Ready? Answer this question for me. What was the point of this course? And based on that, how did you do? The writing task is, what was the point of this course? And based on what you decide the point was, how did you do? Now, I'll be giving marks based on a couple of criteria, which I've written down, and I will now read to you so that they make sense. Good. So for a mark out of 3, I'm going to be assessing self-awareness. How you understand the awareness of your own journey within this process, where you're at, where you're going to, where you've been. As a mark out of 3, 0 is you don't do the task. 1, you identify where you're at. 2 out of 3, you identify where you're at and where you've been, and 3 out of 3, full marks for identifying where you're at, where you've been, and a way forward. Secondly, you need to show me evidence that you've understood the material. So, 0, you don't show any. 2 points. 1 point, yes, you identify what you thought the point of the thing was based on how you've answered the question. That's 1, you've identified. 2, you identify and you reflect where you've been. 3, you identify, you reflect where you've been, you reflect how that affects your practice going forward. And then the third bit of marks that you're going to be getting from me is based on your participation up until this point. No engagement, no engagement with the material or with me or the process. Some engagement with the material will get you 1 point. 2 marks is for full engagement with the process, and then full marks, 3 out of 3, would be full engagement and extra, and done some more. For that, I'm pretty much, yeah. I may be influenced by your writing in terms of how I mark that, but it will also be based on the interactions that we've had up until now, and including going forward. Brilliant. 1 30-second to 1 minute video, yeah, that you can do however you like. A highlights reel, this is how you've spent the last 6 weeks for physical theatre in mind. 2, a written assignment where you're going to tell me what was the point of this course for you, and based on that, how did you do? In fact, you can give yourself a mark out of 5 for that. And then there's the criteria that I've just read out. Lovely. A page is enough. A paragraph is too little. Somewhere in between. Yeah? Good. That's the task for the week. Let's have a look at our creative play for the week. Zoop, zap, zing.